Hello, and welcome to my podcast, What I Find Funny. My name is Deb Sherritt, and this podcast is all about exploring the meaning of funny. I've had many different experiences that I've found either laugh out loud funny or make you wonder what the was going on. Because after all, both are truly considered funny. I mean, sometimes you're gasping for air as tears well in your eyes from funny, and sometimes you're just left scratching your head thinking, wasn't that funny? Well, today's episode is all about my fear of thunderstorms. Now, I'll tell you that my fear isn't funny, and although I know many of you love them, look forward to them, would even sit out in a field and watch them, I am not one of your tribe. I come from the land of fear at the sight of dark clouds and thunder looming. It isn't the kind of thunderstorm that sits a few miles off, has low rolling thunder, and isn't making the house rattle. No, my fear comes from the kind of thunderstorms that are etched into you like Harry Potter's lightning bolt. The kind of thunderstorm that causes destruction. And it was that kind of thunderstorm that turned me into a pinball wizard in my kitchen. So, here we go. Now, I first recall a fear of thunderstorms when I was very young, younger than 5. I remember at that age seeing a tree get struck by lightning during a terrible thunderstorm, and the tree exploded. It scared the life out of me, and that's done me ever since. Now, I've tried all the cure-alls, the tried and true methods of curing yourself of one's fear. So many people have told me to go sit in a field during a thunderstorm. Oh, please. Amateur. Been there, done that, and then some. I'll see your field and raise you a large aluminum boat on a lake in northern Ontario during a bad thunderstorm. I'll raise you even higher with a thunder hailstorm that hit my hometown area when I was a single mom that my adult daughter still recalls us driving through and finding shelter in a gas station convenience store. My car was hella dented from the hail, but my baby was safe, and that was all that mattered. So I don't take thunderstorms lightly, especially when my children are involved, which is exactly the scenario when my story takes place. Now, I'm going to let you know, I have not passed this fear along to my children, I'm proud to say. And so sometimes they think it's a little bit funny. Anyway, it was one of those hot, sticky, humid kind of days that you get and you just know it's going to end in a bad thunderstorm. I've learned to read the warning signs and get alerted to severe weather reports because of my fear. So, on this late, hot, sticky, humid summer's day, I wasn't surprised when the alert came for severe thunderstorms in our area. I'd been out grocery shopping with Bunny and had seen the sky build with dangerous clouds. I managed to get us home just before the rain began falling, and as we were getting the groceries in, I let the dog out and then hurried her back in, but I forgot to close the patio door. I quickly got the dog and the daughter downstairs, following them as the storm's fury hit. Very, very high winds, driving the rain sideways. We tried looking out the basement window, but it was useless. Couldn't see a thing. I tried to remain calm as I heard the storm raging outside, the wind, the thunder, the rain. But then suddenly I realized I could really hear the rain, like as if it was being driven into the house upstairs. I told my daughter to stay with the dog as I went to the staircase and climbed it just a little. And that's when I saw I'd only closed the screen door on the patio, not the back door. So all that rain was being driven into our kitchen. The storm was now at its worst. Trees were being pushed to their limit. Leaves were flying everywhere, and the rain was coming into my kitchen and was now covering my linoleum flooring in a fine water coat. So, in an effort to get the door closed, stop the rain from being driven in, and get back down to the safety of my basement with my daughter and dog, I raced up the stairs to get to the back door. But once my foot hit the wet linoleum, I immediately slipped, falling onto my back, sliding forward with such inertia as to bounce off the kitchen chair and straight into the patio door, which bounced me right back again, almost fully to the top of the staircase. That thunderstorm had me like a pinball in my kitchen. That's what I find funny. My daughter still laughs at this story today, and I'm so grateful I didn't pass along my fear. She, like her dad, loves thunderstorms. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly hope you've enjoyed this episode and will share it with your family and friends. And while you're at it, hit that like button and be sure to follow me so you'll know when a new episode has dropped. This podcast can be found on Google Podcasts, Podbean, Spotify, and all other sites where you find podcasts. However, I am an Android girl, so no Apple for me unless it's Insider. Then I'm all for it. You have yourself a wonderful week. Find funny where you can, and take care.